Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is my 27th video message related to COVID-19. It's May 6, 2020, it's 4:30 p.m. First, the number of cases. We have still 5 cases in the MRC Côte de Gaspé with a stable total of 170 cases in the Gaspé and Magdalen Islands. For the sake of detail, there are also 8 deaths in the greater region and 112 cures. After verification with the CISSS, to know the active cases, we must take the 170 total cases minus 8 deaths minus 112 cures, thus a total of 50 active cases in the region. But we do not have that data by MRC. In the last few days, the Quebec government announced its plan to deconfine for our seniors, but always respecting the basic rule of social distancing, hand washing, banning all forms of gatherings, etc. He also announced this mental health assistance plan. For my part, the last few days have been very intense. We continue to increase contacts and virtual meetings with municipal elected officials from all over Quebec, with my fellow prefects in the region, with CISSS, Public Health, regional ministries, and with cabinets of ministers. I spoke yesterday to Mr. Laforêt, Minister of Municipal Affairs, and we are in the process of meeting other ministers as well. For today, I'm going to talk about a recovery plan for the post-COVID era. So the Union of Municipalities of Quebec has been working on a recovery plan. The UMQ is home of 350 cities of all sizes from all over Quebec with more than 6 million citizens. I am the first vice president of the union, so I would like to bring you today the outlines of the recovery plan that are applicable to us. Because even we're still in the crisis management, we must plan the economic recovery that is coming as well. So why a plan to revitalize the municipal communities? Because we need all 3 levels of government to be involved in coordinated federal, provincial, and municipal. The UMQ plan includes 8 central issues, focusing on the sustainable development. These issues have been prioritized either because they suffered major damage during crisis or because they are important vectors of economy recovery. First, the transportation. Collectives in urban areas, air or long distance in the regions. Here, our regional airports have suffered colossal losses, so support will have to be allocated to them. I remind you that we must keep Gaspé Airport open for medical emergencies. So all expenses are there, but no income because regular flights were cancelled. A loss of $167,000 only in April. Second, the infrastructures. Reviving road works could help create jobs and revitalize the economy. Improve program to support municipal infrastructure, for example, by raising subsidy rates, could also help us to have a better economy. So the government promised to decentralize 5,000 public service jobs to the regions. With the development of telework, the timing is perfect to do that. Incomes from public service jobs in the regions could also bring the economy to our region. After that, a revival of sporting and cultural events would be good for people's mental health on one hand, but would also generate economic recovery for our businesses. With this will come the tourism industry, which we will have to open with cautious and vigilance, respecting the capacity of our health network and respecting the operating capacity of our businesses. At the same time, it will be necessary to collectively support the revival of our companies. Municipalities does not have the right to subsidize businesses, but beyond Beyond the injection of capital, it's possible to support differently, notably by encouraging local purchasing or short circuits between producers and consumers. The housing issues could also be revived, as much for the construction industry as to house our people. Among other things, the signing of the federal provincial agreement on social housing would inject billions of dollars into the Quebec economy. Here in Gaspé, the priority would be the addition of housing for workers, of course. And finally, the UMQ plan calls for the development of high-speed internet, although here 99% of the territory is already well covered. But for the rest of Quebec, it's an important issue. We will have a big job to do after the COVID era, but the most important thing is that the three orders of governments work hand in hand, but 2 meters away, 6 feet away. After that, we continue also to keep a close eye on the next public health decision. We are still waiting news about the definition of gatherings, which may allow us to reopen some infrastructure such as a skate park if the definition of gathering is changed. Guidelines for day camps or playgrounds this summer. Sports guidelines to let people know if there will be tennis, softball or hockey this summer. The plan to revive the cultural industry, which is expected only in June. The plan to revive the tourism industry, which the challenge of respecting public health rules. And I'm not hiding from you that there's a lot of behind-the-scene discussion on this issue right now. We'll know more in the coming days and weeks. So before concluding, just a quick reminder that the emergency food line set up by the MRC is still available. Few people use it, but the service is there for you, confidentially and without any embarrassment. At 418-368-4884 on weekday afternoons. Finally, I reiterate that we should remain vigilant against spring floods. I also reiterate my call for caution and respect for the basic guidelines of public health in the face of the COVID-19. So wash your hand, no hand in the face, coughing in elbow, distance of 2 meters or 6 feet with others, no gathering, attention to our elders, please. Also, please prioritize local buying that saves the lives of our businesses. And once again, I say a big thank you to our volunteers and to all the essential service workers. Thank you for following the instructions. It's important. Every action counts. It's going to be fine. Thank you.